Now is the time for the Gold Order, and I will brook no interference. Any who get in my way will see their armor run into lead goblets, their blades melt, and their bones turn to gold.
Hello and welcome everyone, Arhart here with part 9 of my Golden Order Let's Play with Balthasar Gelt, Total War Warhammer 2. We continue where we left things off last time. Thank you once again for your comments, advice, tactics and suggestions. They're all greatly appreciated. Do keep them coming, as well as those unit name suggestions via the QT that's linked in the description down below. I'll be adding in more of your unit name suggestions next episode, part 10. So picking things up where we left them last time, I'm going to kick things off today by sending Henry straight on over to Eschen to finish off the vampire counts. Balance of power is massively in our favour, so we can just auto-resolve it and smash them into oblivion. Bye-bye vampire counts. Lost 131, gained a bit of loot, gained a rank for Henry. Good work, boys. We'll occupy that.
Harder, faster, stronger.
Harder, faster, stronger. Love it. Apprentice Wizard. Good, good. Vampire counts are destroyed. Huzzah! Ooh, a potion of toughness. Lovely. And Initiate +3 Untainted. Perfect. Very helpful considering all this lingering vampiric corruption. Let's go for Seasoned Marksman. And then... No, we won't give you the Potion of Toughness because Starbuck's letter gives us +5 Untainted. So that's worthwhile keeping there. Oh, we can't use that Initiate. That must be for heroes. I don't think we've actually got any other items, weapons or armor available. Let's give Ben, our warrior priest, the Potion of Toughness. Oh, he's already got an Initiate. Give you Camp Follower. What about my Witch Hunter?
Show me the accused.
Yep, you can have it. Good. Camp Follower. Won't give you Hunter, just because I'm not planning on popping you into an army anytime soon, so we'll save that for another hero. Now, for Gelt, I want to bring him west for a couple of reasons. The first being that the next part of our quest chain for the Cloak of Molten Metal is to move him to the Altdorf region. And the second reason is, as a couple of you pointed out in the comment section, because I wasn't aware that this had happened, Skarsnik has brought the Crooked Moon out of the mountains and raised Grunberg. So quite a few of you were saying this would be a good opportunity to perhaps attack the Crooked Moon, possibly grab Grunberg or give it back to the Empire for some fealty, and we could move into the mountains and take their mountain holds. So the question now is how best to get Gelt over here, because we could force march him over, but that'll take a fair few turns. And also, if we force march him, or just march him over normally, we're going to end up trespassing through Stirland. I don't really want to trespass against them again, considering we're just starting to improve our relations with them. Well, that's a lot of trespassing if we go that top route. Still going to be like 3, 4, maybe even 5 turns to get him over to Norn. So what I'm thinking is we'll transfer his good units like the steam tank, Hellstorm rocket, mortar and all that over to Henry. Then we'll disband the rest of his army. He'll then be out of action for 5 turns, but we can then start building up a new force at Norn, meaning that we won't need to wait 5 turns before we can then push on Grunberg. We can probably go after it after 2 or 3 turns. We'll have enough to deal with Skarsnik's Gobbo host, I would imagine. So let's do that. One or two of you were saying why not just recruit a lord at Norn and then go and grab Grunberg. Well, we can't do it with a single lord because he won't be able to move straight away once we recruit them in. And Skarsnik's definitely going to take Grunberg, I would imagine, during the end turn. So he's going to need some units. But more importantly, if we recruit another lord right now without disbanding Gelt's army, it's going to cost us 1,437 upkeep for another new army, leaving us with only 400 income. So yeah, that's not going to fly. So let's send Gelt over to Henry. So Henry, you're about to get a massive improvement to your army. We'll take out the crossbows and the spears. I mean, he's still then got 4 missile units. The huntsmen work better for Henry anyway, and he's got the deathjacks. So yeah, we'll see if that holds up, and then we'll give him all of these goodies. Give him Eldred's Guard as well. Oh, perfect. That goes straight in. So yeah, now all Gelt's got is just crossbows, spears, swordsmen, and what have you. These guys do have a little bit of decent veterancy, but bye-bye. Ben, you're going to go over to Nuln. You'll see Gelt there. And then we'll... Oh, we can't disband him. We have to replace him, don't we? We'll replace him with Marius. And then we can disband Marius. Actually, speaking of Marius, loads of you said, please remove him from Visenland and instead reinstate him as the Elector Count of Averland. So there we go. So if we can just check now how long it's going to be before we can get Gelt again. Be 5 turns. That's fine. So we can bring in another Lord for now to start building up an army ready for Gelt to take over. Let's go for an Archlector. We've not got one of them so far. Let's go for Kurt Ramvoldus. That's a fantastic name. So yeah, we can't go to Grunberg to sneakily colonize it from underneath the Crooked Moon. Can we get halberdiers? Oh, we don't have the blacksmith. But eventually I'd like to upgrade this so we can get some more great swords into Gelt's army. Let's chuck in the blacksmith. Probably won't get the halberdiers to strike Grunberg, but while we're waiting for Gelt, we could then get some halberdiers in. There's enough for 4 swordsmen. And let's swap this over to the state troop levy. And you were wondering... Oh yeah, for our quest, our other quest. Many quests we have. Southern Oblast, Staff of Volans. Yeah, you go up here. Lovely, 1,500 to the treasury. Ah, yeah, this battle, there were a lot of you saying for this Staff of Volans, don't do this quest battle anytime soon, Lionheart. You need lots of armor piercing to deal with this chaos stack. So if you guys have any army builds for Gelt to have for this quest battle specifically, let me know down in the comment section, because yeah, a lot of you were very concerned and worried if I was to dive into it straight away, I would get smushed. And yeah, looking at the composition of units they've got, I think I roughly remember this quest battle from my Warhammer 1 Carl Franz Let's Play. I don't know if it's changed a little bit since then or what have you, but yeah, it was tough. Chaos Knights with Lances, they're just nasty, so heavily armoured. So yeah, we'll leave that for a little while. Yeah, won't worry about that just yet. That extra money, I was going to go for the old Shrine of Sigmar, but right now all of our money is going to go towards recruiting new units. For the most part, although we could chuck in a weaving house, and we could go for the orchards here as well.
Who calls?
And Waldenhof, you are close to rebelling, and that region still gets affected by our province's corruption. So if I move you out, is that still? Oh no, -4. So yeah, we want to keep that corruption penalty as high as possible. I'm thinking I might risk just jumping over the border next turn with Henry and raiding the Waldenhof territory, because they are close-ish to a rebellion, 6 turns, so we could bring that down a little bit more. Just hoping Ostermark would lose that to the rebels, because then I could complete Eastern Sylvania. In fact, actually looking at it as well, I'm going to get rid of the blacksmith. I'm going to get rid of the livery building. So I'm not going to recruit any more units here now for a while. We've got a solid force with Henry. We don't need any of that. Plus, really, Eastern Sylvania is better for income generation, considering that gold mine building. And it's Western Sylvania that's better for unit recruitment, considering it's got the Woodsman's Hut, which recruit rank for crossbowmen and spearman units, recruitment cost as well. The recruit rank there, and upkeep for them too. So yeah, if we can, we've obviously got to grab Schwarzhofen from Stirland at some point, possibly through Confederation. But if we can unify those, Eastern Sylvania can be income generation, and Western can be unit production. Research, I'm going to go for Guildmaster Professors, just because we've got that gold mine. Yes, I really should be improving my infantry, I know. I'm sorry. Soon, one day. But yeah, actually, if we destroy that, we'll have enough money probably to build in that Shrine of Sigmar. Although if we had more money spare, I probably should go for basic walls here. Go Shrine of Sigmar. Or I could go for Wizard's Conclave. But we really need that Untainted right now. I want to get that Wizard's Conclave somewhere, because we need a Battle Wizard for the Amulet of Sea Gold. So suggestions of where that should go, let me know. Other than that, let's just have a quick look at diplomacy, and then we're good to end the turn. Do Empire, so it is improving. I'm hoping we can get military access with them soon, because then it'll be, well, no trespassing penalty for going to Altdorf with Gelt. Stirland, yeah, you're improved. We can get trade with you.
It is good to see.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes over the next few turns. Obviously, we've got Carrick Hearn over here, but I'm pretty certain, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, they're defensive, so they're more concerned with maintaining borders than expanding them. Conquest is not their business, so I'm hoping they just stay there, meaning that for a little while at least, I won't need to bother with them, because otherwise they could be quite a pain. But yeah, I hope just stay up in the mountains, guys. Stay up in the mountains and do not bother me. That would be grand. Pirates of Sartosa, war with Carrick Norn. Okay, I might end up going to war with Carrick Norn actually if we, because they've got the rest of the regions in Skarsnik starting province. Yeah, Skarsnik's gone in and taken Grunberg. If we can build up enough units, we might actually be able to take them out in the next turn or two, because by colonizing Grunberg, that'll have weakened some of their units. Well, they'll start replenishing, but see, we've got to move fairly quickly, because I would have thought the Empire surely have started rebuilding their army since they lost them at Drakenhof. So they're going to look to reclaim Grunberg. But yeah, I don't think I'll take Grunberg. I'll choose the option to give it back to the Empire to gain some fealty. And it gets us one step closer to getting them to offer confederation with us. Then we can obviously field Karl Franz and Volkmar later on in this campaign. Right, so yeah, got a lot of money in the treasury because we destroyed the livery and the blacksmith over at Drakenhof. See how damaged they are? Okay, they're about half strength. 5 turns till they're fully replenished. I think we need at least another turn or so's worth of units. We could go for crossbows. We make 4 crossbows. I'd be very tempted by a Hellstorm rocket battery right now. Is 2 overkill? Or is it better to go for some mortars, anti-infantry? Mortars for sieges, sure. Could chuck in a mortar. Well, actually, we've only gone 3 crossbows. I want 4. Okay, let's go for that, because then we'll have another turn where we can get a mortar. So, yeah, once the Hellstorm's done, we'll go in. Hopefully, the Empire won't move in.
They will be judged.
Right. What's our relations with Ostermark? 0 and improving to 9. I'm sorry to ruin that with 1, some trespassing.
Huntsman General.
And 2, some raiding. It's going to take 7 turns now. And now it is going to take 4 turns. Okay, and what are we trending down to? It's only going to -1. Really? Huh, okay, that's not that bad. Bring you guys back to improve Tempelhof's public order, because otherwise they're going to rebel soon as well. Drakenhof. We do have enough money for the Shrine of Sigmar. Should probably put walls in too, but Shrine of Sigmar at first. Don't have enough money for that. We've got the orchards building. Just thinking, if we save our money, we could get the town upgrade there, because we'll need to get that barracks upgrade to get great swords eventually for us. Upgrade that. City watch, just in case they push, but I don't know how passive the AI is if it's defensive.
What do you require?
So I have to wait and see. Yeah, Ben, head over here. But at least with Drakenhof, that'll be where the rebellion spawns. We can always bring Henry back fairly easily.
Seek out the heretics.
You just stay there. Good. Or we should see if we can get anything with the Empire now. I'm hoping
Now,
relations with them are going to jump on up. Military access. Oh, they're super keen to give it. Nice. Yes, 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 yes. Can I have some money? Let's demand 1,000.
as you say.
Lovely. Right, well, we don't need to worry about trespassing through the Empire now. That's good. So it doesn't really matter even if they do take Grunberg. We just want to get it now so that we can give it back to them for some fealty.
What?
Stirland.
Welcome, my countrymen.
You're thinking about it.
Never.
Not yet. Might need to throw a little bit more prestige your way. Might need to. I won't just yet. We'll save our prestige for the moment because they are still trending up. But actually, with that money... Oh, yeah. Walls, no. We won't do walls. We'll do the Isenberg upgrade there. Good. Good. Well, in fact, actually, I haven't put Kurt into the Visenland Elector Count seat. There you go. So, got missile resistance, artillery units, missile damage, upkeep for imperial supplies, recruit rank for artillery units. Good. Oh, actually, yeah, recruit rank. Cancel that Hellstorm. Yeah, now it's at silver. Good. Right, end the turn. Please, Empire, don't suddenly appear and take Grinberg. I'd really like some extra fealty. Or to rather throw some fealty at you. Alright, no, they'll be throwing fealty at me for me throwing Grinberg back at them. That's how the throwing works. So, question time, but actually it's more like answer time, because I was asking you guys how did Gottrix and Felix work last episode, because I wasn't quite sure. So quite a few of you weighed in on this, and I'm just reading one of the answers actually I've got up on my phone that says if you want Gottrix and Felix, you have to recruit them when there's a little event pop. A little event pop up. It happens apparently, or there's a chance for the event to pop if they're available once you've built a tavern, which I'm pretty sure have I built it up to the tavern level or the right part of that chain at Avaland? No, I've got a tap room. Does it have to be like the tier 4 building for it to pop? And also, I assume it won't pop if they've already gone to another faction. Can they go to another faction? Felix was with Hockland though, wasn't he? So he must be able. They must be able to appear elsewhere. But yeah, apparently that's how it works with Gottrix and Felix. I still kind of don't understand why they weren't both heroes. I would have thought that probably would have worked better. Ooh, Greenskins and Bloody Hands Confederation. Well, yeah, that's fun. Because that was the other suggestion from you guys in terms of where do we go next. And I think once we've dealt with Crooked Moon, and we've got Gelt over here for his quest, we're going to swing Gelt round and go after the Greenskins, because we're aiming for the short campaign victory first, and then we'll see if you guys want me to carry on for a long campaign. But the main thing is we need to destroy Crooked Moon and Greenskins. So actually, I kind of forgotten that we had to take out Crooked Moon. But yeah, that works out well that we're going after them now. Part of our victory objectives. We actually kind of don't need to do too much with all the other elector counts. But I do want to still unify all of the Empire for sure. It's fine. Or they're going to war with the Wood Elves as well. So we've probably got to race to grab that mountain hold. Right, they've got one more turn left on the Hellstorm. Let's go for 2 mortars. Ideally, I want the Halberdiers, but until we get them, let's just chuck in 2 units of Spearmen. Can't get any of these guys. 5 turns on them. Replenish every 15 turns. Oh, and it's not showing it up because we don't have enough money. Right. Yeah, that's fine. You guys are sorted. So next turn, we can take Grunberg, hopefully.
Let us forge our faith.
End's nearly here. Good. How are we doing over here? Going down to -12 now. 3 turns, though. So that's good. Yeah, keep that going. Drakenhof, we don't have enough money to give you basic walls. Not just yet, anyway. Guardhouse, probably, is what I should put in next, considering that's the straight path through if this raiding ends up us going to war with Ostermark. I'm hoping it won't, because I could throw some prestige at them to counter this. We do have enough. But 240. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm going to see if we can get away with 3 more turns or not. See how bad it goes. Let's skip that. Hero not moved. You're staying there. I don't want to reduce Vampiric Corruption too much.
should we
You
proceed?
head over there. And... oh yeah, Sterling diplomacy.
So,
Probably still not enough, is it?
welcome, my countrymen.
Or if we just try them one at a time.
Action.
I don't agree.
Nope, okay, fine. We'll save our money.
Ready to serve.
Let's just see if anything happens at Grudenberg. Because if the Empire don't take it this turn, it's guaranteed that I get to go for it. Which would be lovely. No, they've not taken it. Good. Good. Right, next question. Favourite artillery, which I kind of feel is pretty apt considering we're doing all this at Nuln at the moment, building up a new force there. I've got to admit, there's 2 units of artillery that really jump out to me. They're both Empire units of artillery. Although actually I've just thought of a third, which is the Queen Bess. Which isn't Empire, it's for Vampire Coast, which is just a super destructive, massive artillery piece. But I guess coming back to the original choice I thought of, the Hellstorm rocket, it's just lots of fun seeing that blast away. But I think probably my favourite unit of artillery right now is probably the newest unit of artillery, which is the Black Lions War Wagon, the Regiment of Renown, which is the Hellblaster volley gun on the back of a war wagon, which is a lot of fun. Ah! Ostermark rebels. Count Hertwig of Ostermark has declared his province free of the Emperor's yoke. Ostermark is now an independent nation. The Elector Count has announced. Apparently, envoys are already in the courts of Bretonnia and Marienburg. Do not rule out the politicking of the Burgermeisters in this. If so, they must be punished. Minus 20 with Ostermark. Well, I imagine with our raiding as well, 2 turns till that rebellion happens.
Yes, General.
Yeah, well, if we get them to declare war on me, then I don't lose any Imperial authority. So, if I had to, I think Henry's army, now it's been upgraded with all those troops from Gelt, it could definitely hold here fairly well. Fairly well. So, yeah, we won't waste any prestige on them. We'll finish off Seasoned Marksman. Won't spend any of that. I've forgotten how many turns until Gelt's back. 2. Okay, good. Right, well, we're going to attack Grunberg. Declare war. Yeah, bye-bye. Everyone's doing it. Really? We need to fight that? Are you having a giggle? Skarsnik's Babbling Banner. I forgot he had that, though. That's pretty cool. Fine. Yeah, we'll fight it then. In we go. You're having an absolute giggle. They're just gobbos. Sure, there's lots of them, but we've got artillery. We'll smash them into bits. Definitely want to make sure we take out those nasty skulkers. They nasty skulkers or nasty stalkers? I forget. But they're nasty either way. They're armor piercing. Not sure if they have a sunder as well. Alright, well, we're gonna pop the artillery here. Mortars flanking the Hellstorm.
What do you bid?
We'll put spears on each side.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
Actually, I could have just shuffle them round, and they'll naturally go at the end of the formation.
We are Sigmar's heirs.
There we go.
Servant of Sigmar.
Right, let's just take all of you guys forward a little bit. Just reduce the risk of being blasted by that Hellstorm rocket. Send the gobbos. Although these will be tougher gobbos because then they get some decent buffs from Skarsnik. They get poison attacks. Let's make them crispy. Right, that gap there is surely where the nasty unit is. No. Can't see it yet. It's hidden somewhere. But there's old Skarsnik with his squig gobbler. Quarters, that is funny that you've just blasted Skarsnik, but don't focus on him. Go on the infantry, please. Archlector. Crossbows. Ready. What's his stats like? Defense is decent. Got poison attacks. Knight. Goblin archers. Oh yes, forgot about them. Charge. Oh, boom. Straight in there. There they are, the nasty skulkers. Why'd you just do a massive green fart? Go that way. Flank these guys. Yeah, ignore all of them. Push along the line. Yeah, Hellstorms. Don't fire anywhere in front. Mortars, if you fire there, that'd be quite a clean hit. Rather than firing into my own units right now. That's a fine hit. And they're coming back. That's it. Nasty skulkers. Down they go. Oh, mortars. Back over here. Ignore the friendly fire. Ignore the friendly fire. It's fine. Happy little gobbos. Getting smashed in the face. There's the break. So what do we get for defeating Skarsnik? Can't actually remember. Might as well, though. Finish him off if we can. I don't think my crossbows will be quite able to get that final volley. I don't think we have to kill him, though, do we? Oh, was that enough? Oh, he's so close. Rockets. Just go. Yes, boom. Well done, rockets. Just because we could. It's a crispy Skarsnik. 306 kills with the Storm rockets. Lovely. We lost 214. Probably a bit to friendly fire, but we won't talk about that. Acceptable casualties for Gelt. I mean, make sure you bring their bones back, guys, because Gelt can still use them to turn to gold, which equals more loot. Oh yeah, we don't need to finish him off because, of course, we're in a settlement, so he dies anyway. Silly Lionheart. And yeah, we're going to return it to Elector, because then the Empire, or rather, our fealty with the Empire will increase by 1. So, there we go. Ah, yes. Ambush success chance plus 20% and plus 20% defense chance. Nice. Good.
True servant
Right, well,
of
we've got
Sigmar.
military access, so that's fine. We'll pull back to
My
Norn,
journey begins.
which means we can now get 4 units of halberdiers. Get rid of those spearmen.
Ever vigilant.
What do we want in the meantime until we can get more of these guys in there? Well, one space is going to be taken up by Ben. I kind of feel like probably just more swordsmen actually for now.
What do you require?
Pop them in there to replenish. Won't get in there till next turn. Eventually, great swords going in there would be lovely. You've got your skill point,
Praise be to Sigmar.
Route Marcher. So we'll start moving you over here, but we've got to wait 2 turns, wasn't it, still, with Gelt? Then we can get him in.
By Sigmar.
Okay. Right. Just a thought, actually. It might be better to send Ben over here just to see what's going on here. It's a lot of enemies going after Crooked Moon right now. Oh, hello. Who are you? Skull Takers. Okay, don't you do anything you shouldn't. Could upgrade that for a bit more money. We could get the guardhouse in. I think we should do the guardhouse.
We're born to hunt.
Sir, bring me to battle.
Yeah, -5 right now.
By the comet.
Spread your public order. There's going to be a rebellion there in 3 turns. So we'll need to turn around and deal with that pretty quickly.
Sir,
Oh, actually, can we trade with the... We totally can. And yeah, there's a good amount of income from that. Ah, come on, Franz. I gave you back your region. No, I give you the tiny... No, I can't give you... Okay, next turn, you better be happier. And they are improving substantially now.
Yes.
Yes?
Welcome, my countrymen. No, sir.
Damn it. One day, Stirland. One day you'll be my friend. Because, yeah, I don't really need to look to push north. Greenskins are to the south, and they're my main enemy for my objectives next. So, that's where we'll be looking to go. That's the plan, at least. Right, more question time. I actually need to look these up from my phone because I didn't write enough of them down. Only had the Gotrek and Felix one and the favourite artillery. So, what question here? Okay, this one comes up quite a bit. Live streams and just general questions about Total War. It's not specifically... it's not about Warhammer. But it says... It's from Maximilian. It says, do you think there'll be a World War I and World War II Total War? Would it be possible, or isn't there enough unit types? So I don't think it's actually a case of unit types. I think it's more about the way in which just combat kind of occurred in World War I or II. I think a case could be made if there was a decent enough trench mechanic, then maybe World War I could just about work. Because you still have, you still have masses of men in World War II, but it was more about kind of companies and squads, delivering those actions. I don't think it would really work. I can't see how it would work in the Total War format where you have blocks of units like attacking one another. Maybe World War I because it was more kind of like, I guess, over the top and charge sort of thing. Not with everything, but the trench warfare element. Let's arrange a tour and we get more Imperial authority. Huzzah! Finally, plus 5% tax rate, all provinces plus 3 growth, and 5% chance for Let's Count fealty to increase. We'll come back to that question about World Wars and Total War during the next end turn phase. Right, so one more turn, and you guys can have Gelt back. Gelt returns. So, let's just see. There is no one here. The Empire has an army there. I guess I should move... I don't think I can... There we go. If we go here... No, just go there. I don't think we can replace a lord if we're not in our own territory, as it were. We need space for Ben. We then got one spot free. I probably should have gone for another Hellstorm rocket battery. Double up on those. Let's have another crossbow unit. Chuck another one of them in there.
Close to track.
Right, there is a rebellion next turn. If I come off raiding,
Okay.
still -2. You know what? I'm gonna say raiding just to make sure it still happens. It is really badly deteriorating with with Ostermark, but then they had that event which was -20 as well. So we'll see what happens. I mean, they might just send an army in and smash this rebellion. It might all be for nothing, but I'm going for it.
We will be judged.
And I thought I might as well do something while we wait for these rebellions to happen over here because this vampiric corruption. Although Drakenhof's probably actually going to be fine now. That's going to be brought under control. Templehof, 3 turns, not so much. We need to actually upgrade Templehof. Speaking of upgrades, how long till that's done? One more turn.
Huntsman General.
Now, march.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. Oh yeah, trade. Trade with the Empire.
So, greetings from Sigma. As you
Yes. Good lad. Yeah, nearly 1,000 extra from that.
said, it is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day. I will not obey.
Solent, you really don't want to do anything to help me, do you? Bit rude. Oh, look at that income. Lovely. I'd spend prestige, but I want to wait until it's over 1,000 again.
Power within.
But yeah, back to World War One, World War Two. I honestly, whenever I'm asked this, I always kind of say the furthest I'd like to see Total War go would actually be ending in, like, 1914. And I think you could do that at the end of an Empire 2 Total War that's based around the Victorian era. Or you could end it in 1901, basically, with the death of Queen Victoria. Empire War with Bastogne. Okay, cool. Yeah, but yeah, I just feel that a strategy game for World War One, World War Two is probably better served by like that sort of company of heroes, sort of smaller squads. I think that just does it better. But if they were to do a World War Total War, I think they'd have to have a big focus on terrain impacts. You'd have to have ways in which you could construct trenches and fortifications. You'd probably have to go into some kind of like, dig trench stance on the campaign map. And if you were there for 1 or 2 turns, it would start putting in trenches on the map. And then you could fortify those or garrison troops on those once you're in the battle. Because, yeah, you still had like massed infantry maneuvers and blasts, but they weren't exactly lining up to fire. It wasn't quite Napoleonic fire at one another and what and all that. Anyway, we cannot do anything about Nordland ceding away from the Empire. We have to stop them by force. We don't have enough prestige because we used it to gain Imperial authority. That must also mean Gelt is back. Yes! Gelt returns.
I serve Sigma.
Yeah, let me know your thoughts about a World War Total War. I'm probably like trying to describe it in the worst possible way. My thoughts going through the interface.
I am the supreme patriot.
Write down some bullet points. Right, let's move on in. You're not at full strength with everyone, but it's only by 3 units.
The nation calls. Time to heal.
Jump in there, and then Gelt, you can smush on through that one. We will take it. And then I guess the bigger question is, shall we push on through and declare war on Carrick Norn? Or should we leave them be and come back and deal with Carrick Herne? Don't think so. You don't think so. I should deal with Carrick Norn first, they say, apparently. Drakenhof, while we have the money, let's chuck that in there. Although, did I have enough money to do that? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. So we'll build your walls. What? No! Oh, you brought a ruddy agent over. You dicks! I've got to assassinate you. Please assassinate. Yes! I want my rebellion here. Ah, seriously? They've stopped it. Actually, it's probably him here with all his cleansing corruption now. That's so annoying. That is very, very annoying. More assassinating. please.
Show me the accused. Who calls?
It's not like I can upset public order or anything, is it?
Time.
Huntsman General. Proceed.
If I go to out of that, they actually start improving.
Gather the plunder.
That we keep it
The
neutral.
nation calls. It shall be done.
Equipment.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's much point now, but we've done it so much and upset them so much. Ay, 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 ay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I thought we finally had it. Finally had a rebellion there. It would have been my luck. It would have spawned in. They would have smushed it with a single force anyway. Right, we're about to have a rebellion, so we've got to turn around. I'm going to give it...
Huntsman General.
I'll give it one more turn.
Huntsman General.
Because we might as well push them over the edge to war with us at this point. You need that in there, but you can't have it just yet. Have that upgrade actually as well for upkeep reduction for everyone as well. Okay, one last end turn. And then I think we'll wrap things up for today. Not the most eventful in terms of battles, but we have got Gelt over here. I know we haven't gone over to Altdorf yet, but I think finish off Crooked Moon, grab this settlement, and then if we are going to go to war with Carricknorn, before we do that, we'll just run over to Altdorf with Gelt and see where the next part of that quest takes us and go from there. Obviously, next episode, part 10, will be an hour special. So that'll be good. And as I said at the start of this episode, I'll go through Henry and Gelt's armies and make sure they've all got custom unit names from your suggestions on the QT that's in the description. So if you want a name added in for a unit in this campaign, then pop it on that QT before Friday. And it will get added in. Sterling and Carricknorn now at peace. Oh, that's kind of annoying because I was hoping actually that would help improve our relations with Sterling being at war with Carricknorn. You could just leave them. I don't know. Carricknorn will probably end up being confederated with, I guess. But they'll be quite a slog. Imminent rebellion. Oh, it's +1.
How to proceed?
Well, yeah, how to proceed with this that we've upset them so much. Wait until they attack us. Well, I've got to turn around and deal with that rebellion. I want that rebellion to pop because the rebellion shouldn't go straight into Tempelhof.
Scout leader.
I guess we pull you back to Eschen.
Camp for now.
Still massively deteriorating, and we bring you back to here. Well, that's already dropping quite a lot, so we'll pop you over here to reduce it further.
Onwards.
That's fine, though. That's fine. And as for Gelt, they've got a unit outside, so... Oh, Carricknorn, we're just about to jump on in. We'll wrap things up here so that we can name the units in Gelt's army, and then we'll kick things off next time by jumping in and attacking Crusher Eye Gouger. What a lovely chap. A lovely fellow. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Take pride in the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, Games Planet, Overclockers UK, and QT. Till the next one, ciao for now.